Okay, so in the past month, I picked up copies of Pac-Man Museum Plus for the Switch, got me a copy of Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Actually, that's called Squadrons. Got a copy of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Oh, and I also got a Super Monkey Ball 2 for the GameCube. So why am I so freaking addicted to a port of a mobile game? Now, I'm not gonna lie, Apple Arcade's been home to some pretty solid games over the past few years. Galaga Wars Plus, Pac-Man Party Royale, Solitaire. Now, Mini Motorways is one of these games that started out on Apple Arcade, and I won't lie, whenever I saw the trailer for this a few weeks back, I'm pretty sure my initial reaction to this was, well, gee, wasn't that sure some neat shit? Honestly, I completely forgotten about this game's existence until like a few days ago, and my god, I sure as hell am glad I didn't let this game sink into the sea of eShop garbage. So Mini Motorways is technically a sequel to a game called Mini Metro. I believe that was also a mobile game. Mini Motorways just seems to be like a more fleshed out sequel to it, and it looks like it has a little bit more features, and you know, I'm pretty all for that. But the best part about it is, these games are made by a company called Dinosaur Polo Club, which is just like the best name ever. God, I love that logo. Nice kerning. So the developers over at Dinosaur Polo Club actually sent me a copy of their game to check out, and I'm pretty happy they did. I actually sat and read the synopsis of the game this time around, and I rewatched the trailer, and I was like, yeah, I'll give this a shot. Guys, it's so good! So to give a little context before we really get into the game here, I am not a person who really digs like puzzle games or real-time strategy games, so I'm a little shocked that I'm digging this game this much. Usually with these types of games, I'm just kind of like bored within the first few minutes, or like I play it and I'm like, I get the point of this game, this just isn't for me. And I just felt like I needed to provide that context like for this video, because if anyone out there is like that, who needs like tons of action and excitement whenever they play their games, and then you play something like this, I just felt like I should say something about that, because you might also dig this game. This game has a funny way of simultaneously being really super relaxing and also just crazy as shit. So pretty much every level of Mini Motorways starts out like this. So you have like one or two of these hubs that spawn here, and then you got like a couple of these houses over here that spawn, and you have to direct the traffic from the little houses over to the traffic hubs. Think of this kind of like these are the people's homes, and this is where they work. That sort of thing. And after you play it for a while, the gameplay zooms out slowly and slowly, and the map gets bigger and bigger, thus adding to the chaotic nature of this game. So what I found so far is your main goal on each of these levels is basically to get 1,000 routes completed on each level. So basically what that means is every time one of these cars goes to its work, that counts as a route. Now, whenever you do 300, you unlock the next level, which isn't really too hard to do. But then if you get 1,000 on each of these, you unlock the challenges. And that's where the game gets really interesting. Now, most of the levels start out like nice and smooth, everything is going good, you're just chilling, and then before you know it, damn it! This was kind of stressful at first until I actually started utilizing the slowdown system. So this little thingy up here, I kind of just completely ignored that whenever I was first playing this game. And don't do that. So the big thing about this feature is you can speed up the traffic, you can slow down the traffic, or you can completely pause the traffic. Now, you might be thinking, why don't you just hit the pause button? Let me tell you. You can actually completely edit your layouts while the traffic is completely paused. That like blew my mind when I found that out. So during those moments where everything's fucking crazy here, you can pause it and you can actually like maybe win, even though you're probably still gonna die. This was like a total game changer whenever I actually realized that you could like completely edit the traffic while the game is paused. This like blew my mind, because whenever you get up to that 700, 800 route mark, then you can start doing this and really strategizing your layouts and like changing your roundabouts and your traffic lights and your motorways and all that other stuff, and it just like completely changes the gameplay. Okay. Daisy decided to come say hi. Hey, no. Okay, so let me describe. Okay then. There's actually a lot to do in this game. Like, I was kind of surprised. I thought this was just going to be like you have a few maps and then you just have to go for the high score on each of these, but you actually have like a lot of different maps, and they do change the gameplay like in little bits and ways. You may not think that moving a river from here to here makes a difference. Oh, but it does. That river's gonna f you later on in the game, and you just don't realize it yet. If you're the kind of person who is like intrigued by actually going for like high scores in games and then doing these like challenges and having this kind of repetitive gameplay over and over, I recommend this game. Does it have the most diverse like gameplay in the world? No, but I think it nails that like strategic puzzle aspect extremely well. I mean, at least better than I thought it was going to. Like, I thought I was going to get this game and I was going to enjoy it for like a couple hours, but then I can't stop playing it. But I'm not gonna lie to you, if you don't like the idea of managing traffic, and it kind of being like a puzzle strategic simulator game, there's not really a whole lot else to do here, so I wouldn't recommend this to you. But if this even seems remotely intriguing to you, give it a shot, dude. It's pretty fun. I am super pleasantly surprised by this game. You know, in a month that I got a copy of something like Pac-Man Museum Plus, I'm genuinely shocked that this is the most addicting game that I've played on my Switch in like a long time. Thanks again to the people over at Dinosaur Polo Club for giving me a copy of this game to check out. With all the commotion about new games coming out that have like massive open worlds and deeply enriching stories, that's gonna make me piss myself with tears. It's kind of nice to have a small scale game like this that I can just challenge my brain to and zen out for a while. And the only thing that sucks about having a game that's addicting is it's gonna be really hard to edit this video and not just want to sit and play it.